Level 1. The Apprentice. You step off the transport bus at the lineman training yard in Texas, in the freezing rain of early November. You are 22 years old. The yard is surrounded by towering wooden poles, coils of heavy conductor cables, and the smell of creosote and diesel. The instructors watching you are grizzled, retired line bosses, men who look at you with a quiet, hard intensity. They know that only a fraction of you will survive apprentice training. They know that a single slip on a wet pole doesn't just mean a failed test, it means a 50-foot fall onto hard dirt. Your life is now a physical gauntlet. You spend 10 hours a day climbing 30-meter wooden utility poles using steel climbing spikes strapped to your boots. High winds shake the pole, and the rain makes the wood slick as ice. You learn how to tie safety knots with fingers stiff from the cold. On the ground, you do the menial work pulling heavy conductor cables, organizing fiberglass hot stick tools, and studying the basic physics of electrical induction hazards. You are paid $45,000 a year. Your body is covered in bruises, your hands are raw, and you think about quitting every night. But you endure, because you want to wear the journeyman leather belt, the symbol that you have conquered the heights. Level 2. The Journeyman Lineman. 4 years have passed, and you are now 26. You survived the training yard and joined an active regional line crew. You make $75,000 a year with hazard pay. But the reality of working on live power lines is nothing like the safety nets of the school. Your workspace is the utility tower. You climb 50-meter steel lattice towers to replace broken glass insulators. You work on active distribution lines carrying 34,000 volts. You use a long fiberglass hot stick to work from a safe distance. High winds at the top of the tower make your body sway, and the loud noise of the wind blends with the electrical hum around you. You wear thick, high-voltage rubber gloves that make your fingers feel stiff and clumsy. One wrong move, one drop tool hitting a grounded line, and an electrical arc will explode instantly. You do the job with precision, replace the insulators, and climb down safely. Level 3. The Hotline Specialist. You are 33 years old. You have spent years climbing towers, and you have finally qualified as a hotline specialist. You make $110,000 a year. You are now working on massive transmission lines carrying up to 500,000 volts. At this level, you no longer use long hot sticks from a safe distance. You work using the barehand bonding method, directly touching active wires carrying incredibly high voltage. To survive, you wear a special conductive suit, a Faraday cage suit woven with stainless steel fibers. This suit passes the electrical current around your body, rather than through it. As you approach the active line, you feel a massive static field that makes the hair on your arms stand up. You hear the terrifying, constant hum of 500,000 volts, and smell the sharp scent of ozone in the air. You use a transfer wand to equalize your body's potential with the wire, creating a massive, blinding blue electrical arc before you touch it. You must remain completely calm inside this storm of energy, because if your conductive suit tears even slightly, your body will incinerate from the inside out. Level 4. The Helicopter Lineman. By your late 30s, you are 40 years old. You are now the elite of the industry, the helicopter lineman. You make $160,000 a year, but you play a daily game of Russian roulette in the sky. Your job is to leap from a hovering helicopter directly onto active transmission lines carrying 500,000 volts over mountain valleys. The helicopter approaches the tower, its rotor blades spinning just meters away from the steel cables. You stand on the helicopter skid, hanging in midair without a traditional safety lanyard connected to the tower. You hold a bonding wand and reach out toward the line. A massive bright blue electrical arc explodes with a deafening rumble as the helicopter equalizes its electrical potential with the wire. Once the spark subsides, you step from the helicopter directly onto the active line or a small hanging platform. One sudden gust of wind, one bad maneuver from the pilot, or a failure in the electrical bond, and you are vaporized instantly. You block out the fear, replace the damaged line dampers, and step back onto the helicopter. Level 5. The Retired Superintendent. After 30 years in the high-voltage service, you are 52. You have retired from active field work and now supervise crew safety as the line superintendent. You live in a quiet suburban home, but your mind remains permanently connected to the power grid. You walk around your neighborhood and unconsciously analyze the condition of the electrical transformers on the street poles. You check the wind direction and storm clouds from your house window out of habit, making sure the storm won't knock down the main transmission lines. Your sleep schedule is permanently broken. You still wake up at 3 in the morning, your heart racing, expecting an emergency call to ring, expecting a voice on the radio telling you that a major transmission line has tripped during a storm. You look at a shadow box on your study wall. Inside is your old silver conductive suit, your journeyman climbing belts, and your gold master lineman ring. Out there right now, a young kid of 22 is stepping off a bus at the training academy at 3 in the morning. He is nervous, his bag is packed, and his mind is filled with excitement. He has no idea about the cold of the wet wooden poles, the massive blinding electrical arcs in the sky, the terrifying hum of 500,000 volts, or the weight of the power grid he will carry for the rest of his life. But he'll learn. They always do. The current flows, the towers stand, and the cycle continues.